Hi, I'm Julie Burnell, and you are tuned in to the Animal Innovation Show.
Excellent introduction, Julie. So start us off. Tell us who you are and how you're innovating and helping animals.
Okay, well, I am the founder of Ellie's Rainy Day Fund. What we're about really is keeping pets and people together. Our tagline is keeping families together by saving their pets' lives. We work to protect the love that's shared between families and their furry family members by funding the needed emergency and specialty treatment, veterinary treatment, when they run into that unexpected large bill and would otherwise likely have to euthanize their pet.
That's a really hard thing. I mean, because as you pointed out, I mean, these bills are often unexpected. You didn't anticipate, $3,000 bill for your animal, but they're part of your family. You can't just let them go.
That's exactly it. It's so sad.
Yeah.
You can imagine to run into one of those kinds of situations. I mean, here you are going along, taking really good care of your pet. And you've budgeted for the regular wellness visits and the shots and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Or your cat who's going along all of a sudden has trouble urinating, has trouble using the litter box, which happens a lot. And those are typically things that will run $3,000 to $6,000 to take care of.
I just can't say enough about Cosmo and Comfort because I lost my youngest son. When Michael died, I just could hardly even get out of bed. I was so depressed, and I cried a lot, and he would just sit by me or be in bed with me. I just noticed that he wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking, so I took him up to my vet. They came out and told me what they were going to do. And then the girl says to me, "Excuse me a minute, I'll be right back." She says to me, "Marty, Ellie's Rainy Day Fund's going to take care of Cosmo." I just couldn't believe it. I can only thank Ellie and her fund. I mean, it's like a miracle.
When this kind of situation comes up, then the vet can contact us and we can pay the bill to keep the family intact.
We got Chico when he was 3 weeks old, and he's been a part of us ever since. He started drinking a lot of water and stopped eating. So I immediately took him to the vet. And the vet was talking to me, and she said, your two options are to do the surgery, which would cost a tremendous amount of money, or to put Chico down. The office manager came to me and told me about Ellie's Rainy Day Fund. They paid for the surgery completely. It made all the difference in the world. It was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders.
Veterinarians agreeing to discount their fees at an amount of their choosing. And then the amazing supporters of Ellie's Rainy Day Fund making up the difference. We were we were seeing too many cases. In fact, nationwide, there are over 500,000 cases a year where animals are euthanized who could have been saved, but the treatment couldn't be afforded. We do a lot of families that have kids with disabilities, physical or mental. We've done a lot of cases where the child is autistic and connects with the pet.
So he was diagnosed at 2.5 years old, and we had just gotten Roller. We started noticing some signs that Roller was sick. He needed a $4,000 surgery. Yeah. And then Monday, they called and said, there's this emergency fund, and they said, we'd like to pay for your dog's surgery.
Since the surgery, Roller, you can tell a big difference. He's a healthy dog again, so yeah. It's been fun. What I really like about Ellie's Rainy Day Fund is that you see the stories, you know where the money's going, and the people running the charity love the pets just as much as the families do. I would recommend it to anybody, if you're a pet lover or not. If you're looking to donate to a charity, this impacts people's lives in a positive way.
Ellie's Rainy Day Fund is helping families, helping pets, and helping providers.
And how many animals and people have you helped since then?
As of last week, 249 families. And we have spent $560,000 doing it.
Now, how do you find the donors and how are you sustaining the operations?
Most of our donations are individual donors. It's very grassroots oriented. But that's part of our partnership with the veterinarians as well, is that they help get the word out to their constituents. So automatically, we have a few thousand people built in there that we know are interested, are animal lovers, usually love their vets. And so the idea for them that they could actually help their vet to help a neighbor keep a pet is very attractive.
But this sounds like a model, Julie, that, anybody could do, couldn't they? You mentioned 500,000 animals every year. This could make a really big impact if people could take your model and replicate it in their local communities.
Absolutely. And that's essentially what I'm hoping over time will happen. But it seems to be going really well. We are growing every year. We're growing both in terms of need and in terms of support.
I just got blessed by a foundation that cared about animals, and I think other people should donate money to help the fund out so other people can be blessed.
When we found out that Ellie's Fund was going to help to be able to keep them alive, we were extremely grateful.
I'd say to anybody, go ahead and contribute to them because they do a good thing. For people that love their dog like I do Toby and have to have their help, that is really good. Yeah, you're a blessing.
So Julie, if somebody's listening to this, where can they learn more? What's the website? How can they get a hold of you?
The easiest way probably is to go to either our website or our Facebook page, which are both Ellie's Rainy Day Fund. And there are obvious spots in both places where you can message me, email me, those kinds of things. I have to give a little shout out to my pup, Ellie. Ellie was a little rescue dog that I got at 5 months old. So if it weren't for Ellie, I wouldn't have been as personally aware of the pain and the need for this.
I think that's awesome. And I, for one, am really glad that Ellie inspired you to do this. And it's, like I said, it's really neat that you're willing to share and help other people that might be interested in starting up an organization like this in their community, because it is very community-based and very community-focused. And you're building those relationships with the partners, and you're supporting your friends and neighbors and family that live in your community to increase their bonds with their pets. So Julie, thank you so much for doing this. I love the inspiration behind this. I love your willingness to share. And as we wrap up the show, that's what it's all about on this show. It starts with an idea. It starts with an idea like Julie had that says, there's got to be other people that need my help. And that's where these ideas come from. So if you've got an idea like that and you want to talk about it, we'd love to have you on the show. Just go to innovations.show and we'd love to have you on the show. And don't forget to become a Dubertier. We love having more volunteers helping out rescues and shelters. You can be a transporter, you can be a foster. There's so many things that you can do. Just go to dubert.com and you can learn more. So Julie, thank you so much for coming on today. It was really great to talk to you, and hopefully we'll be able to replicate this model out across the country.
That'd be super. Thanks for having me, Chris.